What's up, everybody? It's your man MG Marcas Grant from NFL Fantasy Live. And get your notebooks ready for this edition of Fantasy 101, where we are talking about the waiver wire. Now, you've got a utility drawer at home, right? I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. Rubber bands, a 9-volt battery, a whole book of matches, and a half-used tube of super glue that you can probably never find when you really actually need it. Well, all those things can be useful even if you don't need them right away. Think of the waiver wire as your fantasy league's utility drawer. It's a list of players that may have not gotten drafted or who were released by other managers in your league. It's a place to go when your fantasy roster has a hole or maybe just a weak spot. Now, a lot of waiver wire pickups can be short-term options, but it's not uncommon to find potential league winners hiding amongst the free agents. Let's go back to 2020, where astute managers were able to snag the likes of James Robinson, Justin Herbert, and Robert Tonyan, who ended up being fantasy studs last year. Now, unlike your utility drawer at home, the waiver wire is not first come, first serve. Most fantasy leagues run on a priority waiver system. Once the games are over, managers can put in a claim for the players that they want. But if more than one person puts in a claim on a player, the manager with the highest priority wins. Now, there's also something called a free agent acquisition budget, aka FAB, but that's a conversation for another time. Now, how is waiver priority decided? Well, it depends on the league. Now, maybe your league settles on weekly feats of strength or competitive eating contests, which are fun ideas, but they're not really super practical. In most situations, though, the highest priority goes to the worst team in the league. If that team passes on a player, then the team with the second highest priority gets a shot, and so on and so forth. Waiver claims are usually processed late on Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. At that point, all of the unclaimed players are available to be added right up until kickoff of their respective game. You know, sort of like that roll of Scotch tape in your utility drawer. There you go. This is a Fantasy 101. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the waiver wire, and we'll see you for your next session.